Hello, I'm Gordon Lang, editor of CameraLabs.com. This is the GoPro HD Hero 2, and in this two-part video review you'll see it tested on all the best adventure activities to do here in Queenstown, New Zealand. That's my friend Scott Kennedy. He's an existing GoPro HD Hero 1 owner and adrenaline junkie, so I can't think of anyone better to test the new model. But before the action, here's the headline improvements. The Hero 2 can now shoot 1080p at 170 degrees. You're seeing an example of that right now. Now compare that to the 127 degrees of the old model. There's now not one but 4 lamps around the body which show when you're recording. Handy if the camera's pointing away from you. The resolution for still photos has increased from 5 to 11 megapixels. There's a new high-speed video mode which shoots 120 frames per second at WVGA resolution, allowing you to slow down the footage by 4 times. The front panel display now tells you what mode you're in with friendly words and icons. That's so much more intuitive than the codes on the HD Hero 1. The time-lapse mode now offers a half-second option, but you'll still need to assemble the clips yourself into a movie using something like QuickTime Pro. The component video output is gone, but in its place are an HDMI output and an external mic input, although neither are accessible when the camera's in its protective housing. You can now shoot a burst of 10 frames in 1 second, great for grabbing those action shots. And finally, there's a new Wi-Fi accessory which will let you remote control the Hero 2 with a compatible smartphone and use its screen for composition and playback. Now let's see the HD Hero 2 in action around Queenstown, and Scott's going to show you lots of clips that directly compare the quality and performance against its predecessor, the HD Hero 1. Over to you now, Scott.
Hi there, I'm Scott Kennedy. Well, thanks Gordon, thanks for the great introduction, but let's get started. I'm going to start by showing 3 clips that I filmed with my GoPro HD Hero 1. For these clips, I used the 960p mode, which is the best quality of the older model, while still offering the maximum 170 degree field of view. The 960p mode shoots in the square 4:3 aspect ratio, so if you wanted the widescreen 16:9 at 170 degrees on the HD Hero 1, you'd need to drop the resolution down to 720p. The big upgrade on the new HD Hero 2 is being able to film with a 170 degree field of view in widescreen with 1080p video. And here's how it looks. seeing as the GoPro HD Hero 2 is an action-oriented camera, I thought it's best probably to start this video off with a little bit of action. You'll notice that first set of clips contain footage from both the GoPro HD Hero 1 and the GoPro HD Hero 2. As we go further on into the test, we'll have the opportunity to see clips of both those cameras side by side in the same frame so you can compare them taking the same images. You'll also notice the incredible versatility of both these cameras as far as attaching themselves to various parts of your sporting equipment when doing activities like mountain biking and sea kayaking. On the mountain bike, I had that camera attached to both my chest, my helmet, onto the frame in various places, and on the sea kayak, that's my friend Mark, doing some paddling, and we had it attached to the front of his sea kayak. So they're incredibly versatile cameras that can be attached to your equipment or yourself in all sorts of interesting ways. Moving forward, let's get right into the comparative testing and see how the GoPro HD Hero 2 compares to its predecessor, the GoPro HD Hero 1. You'll have noticed in that last selection of clips, 3 of the big improvements in the new GoPro HD Hero 2. The first one is obviously the better colors. You'll notice in the mountain biking footage how the GoPro HD Hero 2, the colors are much richer than its predecessor. Much of that is due to the fact that it has a larger sensor inside. You'll also notice in what was probably best shown in the kayaking footage is the better automatic exposure of the camera, and also the quicker adjustment to light changes. You'll notice when Mark did the kayak roll underneath the water, the really slow adjustment to the change in light that the GoPro HD Hero 1 was in comparison to the newer model. So a huge difference when you're moving in and out of darkness and lightness. And speaking of darkness, another one of the big improvements is the improved low light performance. The GoPro HD Hero 1 was notorious for being quite noisy at high ISOs, and the HD Hero 2 is a big improvement. Still not perfect, but a big jump up. This helicopter footage is a great example of the versatility of the GoPro system. The short focal length of the camera itself means it's easy to film yourself. Much of this filming was done with the GoPro attached to a short piece of PVC pipe, approximately 1.5 feet long, and then pointed back at myself while I was getting in and out of the helicopter. The external shots taken from the outside of the helicopter was my GoPro 1 attached to the outside of the chopper, just strapped to my mountain bike as we were flying up to the heli bike. We still got a lot of testing to go and a lot of really interesting results, so I hope you guys tune in to the next installment. We're going to break this video test into 2 pieces, so coming up in part 2, we've got some exciting side-by-side tests, we've got some jet boating, some bungee jumping, and maybe even some jumping out of an airplane. So thanks for tuning in to part 1, hope you tune in to part 2, and we'll see you soon. Thanks a lot.
She